there.
Well, Sharon, yeah, lots going on right now. First and foremost, taking you outside to the Sierra Cam, mostly clear conditions and calm conditions here at home, but a very different story to our north and, of course, to our east as well. So let's start off with radar. We're getting a look right here in the Boston area, and take a look at this. We're still dealing with tornado watches, severe thunderstorm watches and warnings as well. So still looking at a few cells over the area again. We got reports of tornadoes touching down earlier today. Pretty amazing. Even in the midsection of the country, we're still dealing with pretty severe weather at the moment. And here at home, well, at least close to home, just to our north in the Sacramento area, we got reports of a funnel cloud and a tornado touching down earlier today. So pretty amazing stuff. Still looking at a few severe cells. You'll see the red and yellow just east of Sacramento. And at this point, doesn't look like we have any thunderstorm watches or tornado warnings, but we're still dealing with some storms and most of that rain starting to turn to snow over the Sierra. Snow levels in the area at about 4,000 feet. And earlier today, as we mentioned, we got reports of tornadoes. Actually have pictures. Do want to show you that. We're going to move on to that if we can.
Absolutely fantastic.
You know, it's a great idea, except that, like in the case of my family and our twins, my house isn't big enough for me to. I go stir crazy at home with them. Dad.
Right.
Imagine in a boat, the cramped quarters.
Hopefully they'll dock, they'll beach.
Right.
That's what whales do. But dock, and they'll get a chance to see the islands that they stop at. I think it's going to be, or stay overnight.
Sounds like quite an adventure.
Really cool.
Take me with you.
Right? It would be so great. If we were young again. Anyway, let's talk about the weather.
Beautiful day today.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
And if you like the weather today, you'll most likely like the weather tomorrow, and it's actually going to warm up before things are going to change over the weekend. Of course, we always have to change over the weekend. What goes up must come down. So we're going to fill you in on those details coming up in just a few minutes. But first and foremost, we do want to take you outside. And as we do, take a look at this. It looks like we're getting a shot of downtown there, Century City, rather. Century City.
Twin Towers.
Those are the Twin Towers.
Well, are they called the Twin Towers?
The Century Towers.
Century Towers. That's
on Avenue of the
Century
Stars
Twin
right
Towers
there.
or something like that.
Yeah, so Century City, yes. So we are getting Century Towers, yes, confirmed.
Okay, gotcha.
Confirmed. You don't trust me?
Confirmed. You know, it's always good to triple check.
Just whatever Rick says, we'll check into it.
Exactly. No, we trust you. We trust you. All right. But yeah, things are actually looking pretty good outside right now. Dealing with mostly clear conditions, maybe a little bit of fog entering the picture along the coast, but for the most part, pretty mild out there. And we had a pretty warm day, getting warmer over the next few days. A high surf advisory staying in effect over the next 24 hours. And other than that, things looking pretty good, pretty calm, just looking at pretty windy conditions to our north. But here at home, no other advisories or warnings to speak of. Temperatures right now currently into the 50s and the 60s, 61 in Beverly Hills, 61 in downtown. As we head over to Santa Monica, 59 degrees for you. And as we head over to the Orange County coastline, temperatures currently into the 60s, 60 in Huntington, 61 currently in Westminster. So earlier today, we got up to 69 degrees, still below average, but we're going to be catching up over the next couple of days, and you'll see that right here. So your weather headline showing you we're warming up. We're warming up over the next couple of days, then we're cooling down as we head into the weekend. And take a look at this. Gusty winds as we head into the weekend. And yes, possibly a chance of rain as well. So want to give you, and then, or down to the 50s rather, up into the 60s first thing in the morning. By the afternoon, 73 degrees and nothing but sunshine for you by the afternoon hours. So we're getting a little close to average. We're warming it up a good 4 or 5 degrees in some spots. The valleys in the Inland Empire getting up into the 80s tomorrow, mid 80s by Friday. More cloud cover by the time we hit Saturday, cooler temperatures, and partly to mostly cloudy conditions by Sunday as well. Again, we are eyeing that chance of a shower too. At this point, we're leaving it out of the forecast, which is telling you there's a chance, and it will be a little cloudier as of now. By Monday, a little more sunshine for you. And the same pattern goes as we check in with the basin in Orange County. Sunshine and warming up over the next couple of days, and then cooling it down as we head to Saturday and Sunday. A little cloudier, a little cooler. We're going to show you what the beach looks like coming up in just a little bit. Back to you. And getting a look outside right now, looks like we're heading into a warmer forecast. We'll tell you exactly how warm coming up in a few minutes. A little bit. It's going to warm up. If you like warmer weather, it's going to cool down if you like cooler weather. So we're kind of getting the best of both worlds over the next couple of days. Long Beach, well, you're looking at mostly clear conditions at the moment. A little bit of fog potentially at the coast, but for the most part, we're calling it sunny across the board over the next few days. So temperature is pretty mild right now. We're into the 60, 62 right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. That's the temperature right up on our roof. You'll see right here a high surf advisory currently in effect for the Orange County coastline. So it already expired for the LA County coastline. 6 to 8 foot waves valleys with sets up to maybe even 10 feet. Other than that, really not looking at any advisories or warnings in our immediate forecast area. But we are looking at a little bit of a warm up again, as we just mentioned. Temperatures into the 50s and the 60s mainly. A little cooler, of course, in the higher elevations. We're currently into the 40s, topping out into the 50s tomorrow. The beaches flirting with 70, the valleys up into the 80s, and the basin up into the 70s tomorrow. 73 for downtown, so getting close to average. We only got up to about 69 degrees for today. Again, we're warming it up tomorrow a good 4 degrees or so, pretty much across the board. So your 5-day forecast is going to show you just that for the basin. You'll see right here mild temperatures warming up in the basin by Friday. We're up to about 80 degrees, even in Orange County as well. By Saturday and Sunday, we're just a little cooler. We're down into the 70s. In fact, low pressure starts to move into Southern California. And as it does, well, we're looking at a couple of things. Number one, we're going to see cloudier conditions. Number two, we're going to see cooler conditions. And number three, we could potentially see a chance of rain. At this point, we're calling it a chance. We're not leaving it in your 5-day forecast, but we're just telling you at this point there is a chance. Everything's still a little up in the air with the system. By Monday, we're warming it back up. We're going to have that beach forecast coming up for you in the 9 o'clock hour, so stick around. Rick, Sharon, back to you.
All right.